Thank you, everyone, for being here today. When I envisioned this grand opening and this ribbon cutting, I did not envision this many people. So I'm so happy that you all share our excitement and joy for opening this project today. It's really hard for me to believe that just a year ago, this was desert. In fact, this where we're standing now was a big hole. It was a flood basin. And in such what may have felt like a long time to me, but truly was a very short time, here we are today, 1 year later, with this beautiful and just inspirational site opening today. And it is in large part to all of you here today and many people who weren't able to be here today. I wanted to call out a few individuals and groups before we get into the full remarks. But I really wanted to thank our Community Advisory Committee for this site, as well as the Fowler Elementary School and the Fowler School District for sitting at the table with us, for really coming together and working with us as we work to open this site from beginning to now. We are just so incredibly grateful for you holding us accountable and for you being willing to work with us as we place this site in your community. We have a ton of external partners here that I wanted to shout out. I might forget some, but first and foremost, Arizona Department of Housing. You provided the seed money to get this project started. We'll hear from you a little bit later, but thank you for being here. CBI, the operator of this site, working this summer as we opened in a temporary capacity in some pretty tight quarters. Thank you for bearing with us. St. Vincent de Paul, who is providing the Workforce Neighborhood Brigade program here, as well as all of the meals. Such an amazing partner. Bricon, our general contractor, again, this is one of the most challenging projects I've ever been involved with. I don't know about you, but again, we are literally standing and sitting where we once had a big hole in the ground, and now look at where we are today. RPM, thank you from day one. You have been our project manager on this site, multiple sites actually, but this is where we landed. Olson, our engineering firm, who had to deal with some pretty amazing challenges on the site. And then, of course, Sprung. These three manufactured buildings, soft-sided buildings, are Sprung buildings. We're so happy to have them. They went up quickly. They're providing such an amazing space for people in our community. And then also Steel and Spark. Thank you very much for the X-Wings, the non-congregate space you've provided for us on this site. It's truly needed to have all kinds of different types of spaces when you open a site like this. Internally, we joke, maybe it's not a joke, homelessness affects every single city department in the city of Phoenix. Every department works on homelessness, not just the Office of Homeless Solutions. There are so many city departments that help us in our work every day and that really helped us with this project. So primarily I want to first thank the city manager's office, my boss Gina Montez, Lori Bays, Inger Erickson, and of course Jeff Barton. They have been a supporter of this project and every OHS project since the beginning. Cannot thank our mayor, council, and Councilman Galindo Elvira, who will be speaking in a few moments as well. The support and guidance that you have shown to us as we open this project and every, again, project that we bring forward is so appreciated. Our Human Services Department, if you don't know, OHS, we're experts in homelessness, not necessarily budgeting or procurement. So our Human Services Department really keeps us on the straight and narrow. I know we can be a handful. Thank you so much for all of your help and guidance. Our Streets Department, for the project management of this construction project, as well as many others that we've worked on with you. Thank you so much for your patience with us. Planning and Development Department, who helped us with the zoning on this project, which was not easy, as well as the permitting, obviously. The Office of Heat Response and Mitigation, who helped us with all of the landscaping here, as well as the shade that we're sitting under today. So thank you very much. And probably one of our closest partners, Neighborhood Services and the Police Department, and all of the work that you all have done to help us build this community and work with the community as we site these types of projects. No one necessarily wants a project like this in their community, but working with you helps us be good partners in this work, so thank you. But above all, Oh boy, there goes my pen. I'll get it in a minute. Above all, I want to thank the Office of Homeless Solutions staff. We are 35 strong, and all 35 members of our team work to make this project happen. None more than Alfonso Olivas. We at Office of Homeless Solutions know a lot about homelessness again, not so much about budgeting. We're getting there, but really nothing about construction. And so when we hired Alfonso about a year ago, that was really amazing for us to be able to have that expertise on our team for projects like this. But all of the team, whether you're part of the outreach team, working with people in the community experiencing homelessness, or part of our administrative team, I cannot thank you enough for all of the work that you have put in to make this day spectacular. And also those individually wrapped donuts. If you haven't seen them, they were here early, individually wrapping donuts, so people could grab and go. Office of Homeless Solutions has been committed to expanding resources over the last several years, and this project marks the 10th project that we have expanded or funded the creation of in the last 3 years at the City of Phoenix. And it's really a full circle moment because the first project was a sprung structure down at the Human Services campus. And here we are today with our 10th funded project with these sprung structures as well. One moment. In these 10 projects, we have really transformed the shelter system in Maricopa County in really 3 distinct ways. We have added much needed capacity to our system. The 280 beds that are opening here will bring the count of total beds created in the last 3 years to over 1,200. And we still have, thank you, oh wow. And we still have many more in the making. We have diversified the types of shelter that we're opening here in the City of Phoenix. This shelter has a workforce focus, but some of our previous projects targeted older adults, families, veterans, so really helping to diverse those types of shelter in our community. And third, we've had a diversity in geography. For a very long time, if you were experiencing homelessness in Maricopa County, you had to go downtown to get resources, even though you were experiencing homelessness on the west side of town or the east side of town. We've been really, really passionate about making sure we're spreading out resources to where they are needed in the community. So since opening this site in a temporary capacity to really get beds on board in the middle of the summer, we have helped 400 individuals go from an unsheltered situation to a sheltered situation. And I'm so happy to announce that 55 people who stayed here in the former temporary tent that's no longer here, you can't see it anymore, we've got our beautiful sprung structures, 55 people have ended their homelessness. They are now in housing. And that work is only going to be amplified now that we're on this beautiful, beautiful campus and site. In the coming days, as we open up the women's dorm, we're happy to be offering a calm, dignified space where people will be supported with their individual needs as they work to get into stable housing and end their homelessness. The first speaker I'd like to welcome up to the podium is our Councilman Galindo Elvira, our representative here in District 7, who's been a supporter of this project since day one. In fact, he walked this site before any of the construction began to learn about the project and learn about the neighborhood and to be able to work with us as we built this project. And I'm so grateful for all the support you've shown us this last year with the community and with this project and at the dais. Thank you so much for being here today, Councilman Galindo Elvira.
Good morning. Good morning. We can do better. Good morning.
Good morning.
Buenos dias. Before I begin my remarks, I want to do 2 things. I want to welcome former Councilwoman Peggy Bilstein. Please applaud her. A great champion for the community. I also want to say thank you to all of our City of Phoenix staff. Thank you for your service, not only to the city, but to the people of Phoenix. I very much appreciate all the work that you do and the dedicated service every day that you put in. Muchas gracias. So thank you for joining us today to celebrate the opening of the newest shelter dedicated to helping people end their homelessness in the City of Phoenix. While not present today, I want to ensure and acknowledge the work of Mayor Kate Gallego for her steadfast commitment to addressing homelessness in Phoenix. Her leadership has demonstrated that it is necessary to lead with a humanitarian heart when addressing the complex issue of homelessness. I'm proud that District 7 is home to this facility that will help our most vulnerable residents start on the path to find a permanent place to call home. The shelter includes not only 200 beds for men and women, but it also offers an innovative solution that provides private space for an additional 80 individuals through the X-Wing. I love the name of that. It's so space-oriented. Converted shipping containers that are also being used as a city-safe outdoor space. The Phoenix City Council recognizes the urgent need for more affordable shelter in our community and is prioritizing policy to provide resources. Shelter is needed all across our city, not just in District 7. It's critical to our success to meet the ability to help people where they are and identify locations throughout the city that will help regardless of their proximity to downtown. Last year, when working to open this location, the Office of Homeless Solutions outreach team found nearly 250 people experiencing homelessness within 1.5 miles of where we're standing today. That's how critical this service is to this part of Phoenix and to the entire Phoenix as a whole, city as a whole. Today, we're here weeks ahead of the dangerous summer heat, and I know you can start to feel it now. Yesterday, we broke the record at 2:03 p.m. at 99 degrees. We know it's going to be a hot summer. And the summer heat in Arizona is unrelenting. Our approach to combating homelessness must be just as unrelenting. And what we have here is a staff in the Office of Homeless Solutions that is unrelenting. And I'm so proud of the work they do every day because they not only do it professionally, they do it because they care. They care for the people who are sometimes the most undefended in our community and certainly the most vulnerable. When the city committed to building this shelter, it also committed its support to the surrounding community, not just the needs of the unhoused. Prior to opening the shelter, the Office of Homeless Solutions met with the residents to hear their concerns and immediately began addressing overall neighborhood concerns. From making streetlights brighter, to adding no parking signs, to help traffic near Fowler Elementary School, to addressing blight in the area and working with local business owners to help secure their businesses. OHS partnered with city departments to include neighborhood services, street transportation, and police to make every improvement for the safety and well-being of everyone. To ensure continued support, the city established a 24-hour hotline where residents could report any concerns. The goal of the Phoenix Navigation Center is to offer hope for the community and clients alike. In partnering with St. Vincent de Paul, this shelter and community will benefit from the Neighborhood Brigade program. This program allows guests the chance to get employed immediately by completing neighborhood beautification projects in the area, further improving the community and giving people critical work experience. One of the things that I learned in life is that work is dignity. And when we provide people that opportunity, their dignity can flourish. They can have more pride in themselves, and they can have more self-confidence in making sure that they can improve their lives. This is just one example of the critical of the partnerships that will lead to opportunities for those we strive to support in the community. I want to say something to our brothers and sisters in the homeless community. I know that many times the thought is, don't be seen, don't be heard, and be gone. This councilman sees you, he hears you, and he knows that you're not gone. This center is where you can restart your life. You can reset your life experience. We invite you, navigate your way here. We're here to help. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Councilman. Next, I'd like to introduce Bart Kazaska from Brigade, our general contractor on the site, who has had to bend and flex probably more than he thought he would on this project. But thank you, Bart, so much for your patience and for being here today to talk about our partnership.
Thank you and good morning, everybody. My name is Bart Kozachka, and I am the Brigade manager, project manager for this site. I would like to also thank the mayor, the city managers, and the council members for being here today to recognize this entire site, a homeless navigation center. The entire dirt lot took a lot of effort and coordination with everyone working together, including Chris Cabal and Joe Angeli from the city of Phoenix, Rachel Milley, Scott Hall, and Alfonso in the back over there. And of course, David and RPM and his entire team. Thank you, because all of us working together made this come together. The completed project would not have been possible without great leadership, communication, and long hours from our BrightCon superintendents that I am sure a lot of you know well, who have worked diligently with all our subcontractors who are here today to make sure our completion date was met. I would like to recognize these guys as they were challenged like no other to bring this vision on paper to what it is today and what it will be once the north side is complete. Kim Kelso. Kim started out this project with making sure grading and drainage was ready to go for all the sprung structures, which allowed Bill Keller to bring in the BrightCon crews and make sure the tents were erected and built to BrightCon standards and on schedule. Nick Foster, the legend. Many have met and talked to and saw his work ethic and dedication to this project. Nick brought this project together, working with all our subs, city inspectors, homeless solutions to make sure the vision that was expected was completed here and to the quality that BrightCon expects. And on a very challenging completion date, by the way. Nick really put in his all every single day, not allowing him to be delayed or stopped by anything, always looking for solutions. Last but not least, I would also recognize Mitt Kunt. Mitt is our project engineer who worked closely with David at RPM and his team to make sure all our submittals and clarifications were promptly submitted and documented in order not to hold up the project. Thank you, gentlemen, for a job well done. Thank you again to the City of Phoenix for the opportunity to be part of this project that I know will once again put Arizona and the City of Phoenix ahead of other states, showing them that homelessness can be helped with the right teams in place, working together to achieve a common goal. Thank you. Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you so much, Bart. And I really couldn't have said it better myself. So this project I mentioned, it opened in July 17th, 2024. While BrightCon was under construction on this part of the project, we opened a temporary tent that housed 100 men in a dorm, as well as we have 2 X-Wings. So we've been serving 140 people at any given time on this project. So being under construction while also operating a functioning shelter at the same time was challenging, to say the least. So thank you so much. Next, I'd like to welcome to the podium Interim Director Ruby Dillon Williams from Arizona Department of Housing. The Arizona Department of Housing provided the initial $7 million for this project from the Homeless Services Grant Pilot for the development here that you see today, and an additional $3.1 million for the first year of operations. Thank you to Joan Service, Ruby, of course, Kathy Blodgett for believing in this project and for believing in us and to help us end people's homelessness at this site. Thanks, Ruby.
Good morning, everyone. I just want you to know right before I got up, there was a breeze. So not only did we bring some funding, but we brought some cool air, too. So good morning again, everyone. It's my honor to be here on behalf of Governor Hobbs and the state's Department of Housing as we celebrate a significant investment through the department's fiscal year 23 Homeless Services Grant Funds and also a newly created Homeless Shelter and Services Fund in fiscal year 24. These funds are so important to be creative, to be progressive, and to find solutions beyond just typical federal dollars. The state's action in creating funding to develop housing, not only to address homelessness, but across all housing interventions, are so important to the critical need we have here in Arizona to address our affordable housing crisis and to get our homeless friends off the streets. I hope today that you're not just sitting here looking at buildings, but you're looking at a place of hope, compassion, and renewed commitment to helping those in need. As we look around today, it's not just new facilities and programs. We see lives that will be transformed and individuals who will be empowered to find stability and a way forward. We know that homelessness is complex. It's not a one-stop shop and one solution that fits the crisis. We need to manifest those solutions, not only by dollars, but by heart. Local leaders, nonprofits, the mayor, councilman, thank you for your commitment. The city, we appreciate being partners with you. Collaboration is key. I am actually a practitioner. I developed affordable housing before joining the Department of Housing about 15 years ago. And I can tell you, the sticks and bricks are one component, but the collaboration of partners is so critical. So we value this, and we hope to continue our partnership forward and have an impact statewide so that Arizona can stand out as a national model to address homelessness and the housing crisis. So thank you so much for being here, and we continue to be your partner.
Thank you so much, Ruby. That really teased me up for my next speaker at the podium. I wanted to welcome John Hogan-Boom, President and CEO of Community Bridges, Inc., one of our closest partners specifically on this project. And I also want to recognize all the people in green and blue shirts in the back. Those are all of our Community Bridges partners. Thank you so much for all your work. CBI staff provide care and compassion while holding people accountable. We are so grateful for their willingness to always say yes to the projects that we bring to them, and their willingness to provide high quality care to meet the unique needs of people experiencing homelessness. Thank you, John, for being here.
Have to get this down to my level. All right, good morning, everybody. I just wanted to thank everybody for coming out today. I want to thank the support for this project. Projects like these are extremely important, and they are life-changing. With Community Bridges, we hire many individuals who were formerly homeless that live to tell a story of possibilities that would not have been possible if not for programs like this. If not for the dedication of you, Councilman, and City of Phoenix members, Department of Housing, and community members that want to give folks a second chance and also identify the endless possibilities of human potential. So I want to say thank you for the dedication, thank you for the faith, and thank you for the work of moving forward.
Thank you, John. The Office of Homeless Solutions strongly believes that no person in Phoenix should experience homelessness, and no community should feel the negative effects of homelessness. The Phoenix Navigation Center is here to help that vision become a reality and ensure people who are staying here exit quickly to stable housing. Hundreds of people have already walked through these doors and ended their homelessness, 55 of which have ended their homelessness. We're still working on, we've got 140 people here today. But thousands of people are going to walk through these doors and receive the services from CBI, St. Vincent de Paul, Office of Homeless Solutions, and they're going to end their homelessness. Thank you all for being here to celebrate this site where this transformative work is already happening and going to continue to happen in the future. I really appreciate all of you coming out today. And with that, we are going to cut the ribbon. If the speakers could join me in front of the gold ribbon.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.